few days ago, someone left a comment on one of my videos, and the question they asked honestly stayed in my mind. They said they struggle with burnout a lot because they have ADHD and many responsibilities. And they asked something that a lot of people quietly think but rarely say out loud. They asked, why does it feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I'm trying so hard? And if you've ever felt that way, you're definitely not alone. Some people wake up tired because they didn't sleep enough, but others wake up tired because their mind never really stopped working. Their brain keeps jumping between ideas, responsibilities, plans, worries, and expectations, like there are 50 tabs open at the same time. From the outside, people might see someone who is capable, ambitious, and driven, but inside it can feel completely different. Your mind is always active, always thinking, always processing something, and after a while, something inside you begins to slow down, not because you're lazy, but because your mind has been working too hard for too long. When that happens, many people start asking themselves a painful question: why does it feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I'm trying so hard? But the truth is, sometimes the problem isn't effort. Sometimes the problem is that your brain has been living in permanent overdrive. Some minds naturally run faster than others. If you are someone who constantly thinks, analyzes, plans ahead, and worries about doing things correctly, then your brain is probably processing far more information than most people around you. Imagine running a computer with dozens of programs open at the same time. Eventually, the system slows down, not because it is weak, but because it is overloaded. That's what burnout often looks like for people with highly active minds. Your brain isn't just focusing on the task in front of you. It's also replaying the past, planning the future, imagining possible outcomes, and trying to handle expectations from every direction. Slowly, that constant mental activity becomes exhausting. Burnout doesn't always come from working too much. Sometimes it comes from thinking too much, caring too much, and trying to keep everything under control at once. That's why many people experience cycles, periods where they feel extremely motivated, productive, and capable, and then suddenly they crash. The energy disappears, the focus fades, and even simple tasks start feeling heavier than they should. But this does not mean you are failing. It means your brain is asking for something that most people were never taught to give themselves: balance. One powerful shift is realizing that not every thought requires action. Not every problem needs to be solved immediately, and not every responsibility needs to be carried all at once. When your brain tries to solve everything simultaneously, it creates a constant feeling of urgency, and eventually that urgency turns into exhaustion. Another important step is giving your mind small pockets of quiet, moments where you're not solving problems, not consuming information, and not chasing productivity. A short walk, a few minutes of silence, or simply stepping away from stimulation can allow your mind to reset. These moments are not wasted time. They are how your brain recovers enough energy to keep going. And just as important as rest is how you speak to yourself. Many people with fast and active minds become their own harshest critics. They forgive others easily, but judge themselves for every unfinished task, every moment of struggle, and every drop in motivation. But carrying that kind of pressure only makes the mental load heavier. Progress becomes sustainable not when you demand perfection from yourself, But when you allow yourself to work with your mind instead of constantly fighting against it, if you have ever felt like you are burning out even though you care deeply about what you are doing, there is something important you should remember. Nothing is wrong with you. Your brain is not your enemy. It is simply powerful, active, and constantly processing the world around you. But even powerful systems need moments to rest. The goal is not to silence your mind completely. The goal is to create space where your thoughts are not constantly fighting for attention, when you allow your mind rest, patience, and kindness. Something surprising happens. The same brain that once felt overwhelming begins becoming your greatest strength, because a mind that thinks deeply, feels deeply, and processes the world intensely is not a weakness. It simply needs a slower rhythm to breathe. And if the person who wrote that comment is watching this, I want you to hear this clearly. You're really not doing anything wrong. Your brain is just carrying more than most people realize. And I'm honestly curious about something. Does your mind ever feel like it has 50 tabs open at the same time too? If it does, you're definitely not alone.